Wes Watson, a masterclass in how not to be a real man. Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the fresh and fit debacle featuring the one and only Wes Watson, a guy who somehow manages to combine prison stories, roid rage, and a motivational speaker shtick into one big mess. If you haven't seen it, don't worry, I've got you covered. This isn't just a video breakdown. It's a cautionary tale for every man out there who's building, hustling, and striving to be better. Buckle up, because this is going to get messy. So Wes starts off with his favorite question. Do you have money? He asks this over and over as if repeating it makes it profound. It doesn't. Instead of addressing the actual topic of values and success, Wes fixates on one thing: how much cash you've got. And if you don't have it, well, according to him, your opinion doesn't matter. Here's the problem: asking, do you have money, isn't a power move. It's a desperation move. Real men don't need to validate themselves by checking other people's bank accounts. They know that wealth is a tool, not a personality trait. If the loudest thing you can say about yourself is the size of your wallet, you've already lost. Next comes the infamous Shirtless challenge. In the middle of a discussion about values, Wes takes a hard left into body-shaming territory. He demands his opponent take off his shirt, ranting about tits and 10-inch arms, because apparently in Wes Watson's world, your worth as a man is directly tied to your chest measurements. Gentlemen, let me be clear. Confidence doesn't come from flexing in front of a mirror or tearing someone down for how they look. Real strength is about discipline, composure, and knowing who you are, not how shredded you are. Wes's obsession with physiques doesn't scream strength, it screams insecurity. Now let's talk about Wes's love affair with money. Throughout the video, he rants about wealth as if it's the only thing that matters. He goes on about Bugattis, Lambos, and how his kids think he's a superhero because of his financial success. Here's a pro tip, Wes. Your kids don't care about your car collection. They care about whether you're present, supportive, and consistent. Real wealth isn't in your wallet, it's in the legacy you leave behind. One Redditor put it perfectly: if your definition of success is screaming about being shirtless, maybe rethink your life choices. Wes talks about being reformed, but his obsession with materialism tells a different story. He's still chasing validation, just in a different form. When Wes runs out of arguments, and trust me, that doesn't take long, he turns to threats. At one point he says, should I just smack this guy in front of everyone? Because nothing says I'm winning like threatening violence on a podcast. He even brags about how people like his opponent wouldn't dare talk to him like that in real life. Let me tell you something. True power isn't about who can throw the first punch. It's about staying calm under pressure, maintaining your composure, and knowing when to walk away. A secure man doesn't need to resort to physical intimidation. He's too busy winning in life to waste time on petty fights. Wes loves to preach about discipline, self-control, and personal growth. But in this video, he shows none of it. He interrupts, yells, and throws around insults like it's a middle school cafeteria. He mocks materialism while flaunting his wealth. And he claims to represent masculinity while obsessing over another man's physique. Reddit tore this apart, with one user writing, Wes Watson isn't a motivational speaker, he's a walking cautionary tale. Another pointed out, if your self-worth is tied to your abs and your wallet, you've already lost the plot. And they're right. Real men lead by example. They don't just talk about being reformed, they live it. Let's take a moment to appreciate Reddit's reaction to this train wreck. One user summed it up perfectly. This guy screams more than the gym equipment he uses. Another said, imagine thinking violence is the pinnacle of maturity in a debate. Yikes. But my personal favorite, Wes talks about being reformed, but the only thing he's changed is the brand of gym he screams in. Reddit wasn't just mocking him, they were calling out the glaring contradictions in his persona. And honestly, they're not wrong. So, what can we learn from this fiasco? Simple. Don't be a Wes Watson. Don't be the guy who yells louder because he's out of arguments. Don't be the guy who ties his worth to his wallet or his abs. And definitely don't be the guy who resorts to threats when things don't go his way. Real men, men who build, hustle, and succeed, know that confidence is quiet. It doesn't need to shout or flex. It's about leading with integrity, staying composed under pressure, and building a life you're proud of. If Wes had spent less time yelling and more time listening, he might have learned that. Here's the bottom line, gentlemen. Wes Watson's Meltdown is a masterclass in how not to be a man. For all his talk about success and discipline, he showed us nothing but insecurity and desperation. Don't let that be you. If you're out there grinding, chasing your goals, and building a better future, keep at it. But remember, real success isn't about what you own. It's about who you are. And that doesn't require shouting, flexing, or flaunting. It requires character, discipline, and quiet confidence. That's it for today, boys. If you got value out of this, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what's your definition of real success. Until next time, keep grinding, keep building, and keep winning.